Hey guys, this is Laurie. I was just going to do a quick follow-up video on the codependency video that Elle and myself did. It did get a lot of views, so I'm guessing that that's something that more people are interested in talking about more, learning more about. So I wanted to show you this book. This is Codependent No More. This is the book we discussed. That is the author. And this is one of the staples in learning about codependency and what it is. I think it can be a very a vague term and it's hard to understand. One of my favorite parts about this book starts on page 41. It breaks down different, what I would call different types of codependence, but also can help you understand what traits that you have and you might need to work on in therapy. So caretaking is one of them, low self-worth, repression, denial, obsessions, weak boundaries, poor communication, sexual issues, anger, lack of trust. And so those checklists, they're long, they give you a lot of traits. The progressive one is really interesting because progressive is going to mean you've been caretaking for a long time or you've been codependent for a long time. So you are going to start to either get depressed or want to withdraw from people. And one of the telltale signs of if you're being codependent versus if you're being helpful is how you feel afterwards. So if you just have like feelings of irritability after helping somebody, feelings of frustration, feelings that they're not keeping their end of the bargain up, the first thing for you to remember is maybe they never had to keep their side of the bargain up. You might be somebody who gives and gives and gives and gives and gives, and that's not bad. That's actually a great quality. However, when you start to feel resentful towards somebody, that giving takes a whole new meaning for you. So the important thing to look out for is those negative feelings. If you feel resentful, if you feel irritable, if you feel frustrated after constantly helping a friend or coworker or anybody who just won't change and you just want them to change so bad, that's something to pay attention in you. Why do we want that person to change? Why is that important to us and what does that mean to us? A lot of times, I do find that if you're pushing so hard for other people to change, it's a really good time to look for how you can grow yourself and what it is that you would like to change. We a lot of times can pick out things in other people, but we have a harder time seeing them in ourselves. Again, this is a great book, and it gives you a lot of insightful information on codependency. I really would encourage, if you're feeling like you resonate with what Elle and I talked about with codependency, this is a great book to pick up and to look through and to kind of address. And again, it's really important that you kind of look at, my sister calls it, cleaning your side of the street. It's an AA thing. And I remember when she said that to me one time when I was just trying to help somebody so badly, she was like, well, you need to look at your side. And when you're constantly looking at the other side of the street and you're trying to clean that for other people or be with other people, you do not focus on your own anymore. And there will be things on your side of the street that you need to work on. And I know that that's a difficult thing to consider. I remember being annoyed at my sister when she suggested it, but it really helped. It helps you slow down and start to focus on yourself and what your needs are and what you need to just address within yourself, so you're not just spinning in this cycle of, well, I'm helping people, I'm helping others, okay, but they're not helping me, and then I'm upset, and then I'm withdrawing, or I'm resentful, and it's just this vicious cycle. So again, this is a great book. Lots of different types and ways to be codependent. So it is always great to go talk to a professional, as we've discussed before. And you're not alone. I think a lot of times we do have expectations and we do have ways that we want relationships to go, and it is super frustrating when we don't feel like our needs are being met. It's the tagline of this is how to stop controlling others and start caring for yourself. So that's something important for you to remember as well. A lot of times with codependency, we're trying to control other people around us because something feels out of control in us. So it is a sense of control, so it is important that you recognize that and begin to work on it. So if you guys want to learn more about specific types of codependency, please let us know in the comments, and we will see you next week. Bye.